Luke 6:24. Woe to you when all men speak well of you, for that is how their fathers treated the false prophets. Who do you think people would rather have their daughters date? A false prophet piece of shit? Or a man of God like me who's persecuted for righteousness' sake, who their own Bible says is blessed while they are dogs? You see people saying, don't judge. Excuse me? I am a king. I'm a king from a marginalized people. My throne is built on righteousness. The Lord is a stronghold for the oppressed. I am the king of the most oppressed and cheated people on the planet, and the most oppressed, cheated family and village and tribe on the planet. I am the messenger of God. I am the only one with enough holiness to connect to God. I am the lamp that should be put on a stand. It must declare its brilliance in the midst of a bunch of people who are too dull to perceive it. Look at Proverbs 17:11. An evil man seeketh only rebellion. I seek to restore order, a moral order. No one else is even saying these things. I haven't even ever heard anyone else say, I seek to restore a moral order. Only I'm saying that. No one else seeks to define what it is. Only I speak of it that way. None of you Westerners speak of ill-gotten gains with pure truth. Not a single one of you. Proverbs 17:11, an evil man seeketh only rebellion. Therefore a cruel messenger shall be sent against him. Who's right? You cowards saying don't judge them? Or God? Proverbs 28:23, whoever rebukes a person will in the end gain favor rather than one who has a flattering tongue. Proverbs 10:18, whoever conceals hatred with lying lips and spreads slander is a fool. To play stupid and support stupidity and with your behavior communicate and spread falsehood makes you a fool. Stop pretending that you're smarter than I am or that you're more worthy of a mate. You're a fool. You're a coward. You're in rebellion. How does Proverbs 17:11 define an evil man? Is it, well, I try to do this. I try to do this. Well, just because I don't put God first, you're in rebellion. You don't put the moral order first. You are evil. Proverbs 17:11, an evil man seeketh only rebellion. Using your own scale, Westerners, with no viable counterargument, mind you. None of you have a viable counterargument. You are evil. You seek to cheat me out of my rightful place. This is an order, a rebellion against what? God and the moral order. God is the core of righteousness, core of true love. God is the way, the truth, and the life. The way, the truth, and the life is His Son. The core of the moral warrior spirit. You circus motherfuckers. My goodness. Should I have to even read Proverbs 18 to these cowards? To these fools? An unfriendly person pursues selfish ends and against all sound judgment starts quarrels. Who started it? Who the fuck you think started it? You can tell by the color of my skin who the fuck started it. Fools find no pleasure in understanding, but delight in their own opinions. When wickedness comes, so does contempt, and with shame comes reproach. With shame comes reproach. If your brother sins, rebuke him. If he repents, do I have control over the world? Do I have a single person submitting themselves to God through me? No, none of you have repented. I am supposed to reproach you. I'm supposed to chastise you in the name of the Lord. I'm supposed to be someone who's a cruel messenger in your less than obedient eyes. That's what I'm supposed to be. Psalms 45. You love righteousness and hate wickedness. Therefore God, your God, has set you above your companions. You are beneath me. You are beneath me. You don't have to be one of my companions to be beneath me. You are beneath me. And you are fools and cowards to pretend that you're not. It's a fool that exalts himself in the presence of the king. And God is the king of king of king of king of king of king of kings. He's God. Those who are slack in their work are brothers to the ones that destroys. It's somewhere here in Psalms 18, I believe it is. Those who are slack, the one who is slack in his work. Okay? There's no excuse for that. Not to act is as much of an act as to act. And you're supposed to be restoring the divine order if you're a good person. I don't give a fuck if you're scrambling to feed the poor. I don't give a fuck if you're scrambling to feed my village. They are no brothers of mine if they don't obey God through me, and they don't. They have their own king of this world with lipstick on his face. Give a fuck if you feed every poor person in the world. They're just going to assimilate to a eugenic order. You're basically feeding the poor of the armies of the devil. What good is that to me? What good is that to God that you strengthen his enemies? No servant can be greater. Who are they going to serve when you feed them? God through me or the devil through someone else? Use your head. The poor will always be with you, and the vast majority of them will always be bitches speaking well of the false prophets. So I don't give a flying fuck about the rebellious poor or any other rebel. Go ahead and kill them. Throw them in the fire. They submit to themselves to the devil's judgment and not to God's. Deal with them harshly. It's what you're supposed to do. Those punk-ass motherfuckers. Those cowards. Proverbs 1:19, such are the paths of all who go after ill-gotten gain. It takes away the life of those who get it, including the poor. But yes, I despise the rich most. You motherfuckers should be on your motherfucking bellies, pleading for mercy. How you been fucking behaving? Him who much is given, you sniveling cowards. None of you are men. Strike me down right now if even a single one of you is a man.